Get him, my Foss won the sprint race. What can he do from 8th? Leroy starting on pole. It's lights out and away we go. Leroy does not get a great start. That means that he will be swamped by a load of cars. Bai Sheng leads into turn 1. And Leroy goes off the track in battle with his teammate, F1 Fado, who's really hustling and harrying him and gets ahead of his teammate there at the start. Also, trying to get ahead is Lewis, who had a terrible sprint race. He goes down the inside. Both Williams are wide, and that will put them off quite massively. Down the straight we go. They all head down the hill, and it's right there, side by side there. We've got someone around, and it's F1 Fado. Both Williams have had a horrendous start here in the feature race. F1 Fado comes out worse. And who's that spinning around? That is the spinning Red Bull of Eckford, who has had a terrible start side by side there between George and Jonah G. That's a great battle there. But Jonah G under attack behind from the Haas, who he goes side by side with, wheel to wheel. They almost make some contact, but Jonah stays ahead. What a first lap this is turning out to be. He tries it down the inside. Side by side, it's a drag race towards turn 2, up through turn 2, and down, up into turn 3. The Racing Points got the inside, and Manel is up into 5th place. And King Enzo slipstreaming. Leroy just ahead. Leroy really went down the order after starting on pole. Down the inside goes King Enzo on Leroy. Leroy trying to defend, but he's really gonna have to defend very, very hard from King Enzo, because King Enzo can really go wheel to wheel very cleanly. Around the outside, he tries it. Also getting involved is TRT Foss. Down the inside goes King Enzo on Leroy, and I think he's got that place. Or does he? Because we got a front row seat to this battle just in front of TRT Foss. Side by side there. King Enzo has to go down the inside because Leroy blocked off the outside. They're side by side through the exit. Who's going to get ahead of this battle? It looks like King Enzo, but you never know. But it is King Enzo who comes out on top. TRT Foss goes around the outside of Leroy. This is absolutely superb racing, and TRT Foss gets ahead of the Williams driver. Oh, and spinning off, that's F1 Fado. That is his second trip off the track in this race. First was on lap 1. Now he goes off again, and that is Jonah G also going off the track. George now coming at Leroy. Leroy is really struggling in this race. He is now 9th. Another driver who has gone off the track, Zauber. We've seen him go off in qualifying and in the sprint race, and it looks like he's done it again. And now he will have to deal with that front wing damage. A good exit could put him right in the fight with the car in front, but he's gone off the track, and that traction is not very good. And we've got a gambler on intermediates. It is Lewis, the first to come in. Oh my goodness! And he's lost the rear and gone straight into Coca-Cola. This is for the lead of the race. Weisheng takes it away from Leroy. Weisheng has pit. Leroy has yet to pit. As the track grows ever drier, it looks like those inners are the way to go. Oh, he's lost it a bit. He's lost it quite a bit. And now, Lewis gets past, and he is up into the podium places. Coca-Cola goes from 3rd to 7th. Zauber has gone off the track again and into the gravel. He is really struggling. Manel has retired from the race, and he will pull off. Oh, he's just gone straight across the track and into the path of Denny Boy. And I think that Denny Boy may have a bit of front wing damage from that contact with Manel's AI, and indeed he does. Slicks may be an option a bit later in the race, but certainly not now. He spins around, and he also comes together with another car. And oh no, it's Leroy. After starting on pole, he's been struggling all race long, and now he's crashed with the McLaren of Coca-Cola 10, who was also running in the podium places for a portion of this race. Coming into the pits, Denny Boy, he will be switching onto another set of intermediate tires and also fixing that front wing after contact with Manel's AI after Manel retired from the race. So let's see the replay. Going into turn 3, that is. On the exit, he was very close to Coca-Cola 10, and you can't see anything because of the spray, and he comes straight across the track. And there is Zauber on the side of the track in the wall, and he is out of the race. And that is King Enzo, who looks to have gone off the track as well and might have knocked his front wing. But Zauber is out, and now we've got a safety car because Zauber has crashed out and they need to remove that car from the track. It is lap 21 of 36. The safety car is in the pits, and we are back underway for the feature race here in Austria. TRT Foz knocking on the front door of Weiss Shang. Can Weiss Shang hold on to this lead and maybe take the victory? Down the straight we go. Look at that. George under pressure from IYG Sender, who tries to send it around the outside into turn 3. Can he get this move done? He has to go the long way around. It depends on who gets the better traction out of turn 3. It looks pretty even at this moment in time, but IYG Sender has a bit more speed than George, and he gets ahead of George before the next corner. But George really fighting to the inside. Who gets the better exit? IYG Sender does. Into the pits, both the leader and the second place man, TRT Foss and Weiss Shang, both coming into the pits for a set of slick compound tires. They are the softs. And I think that Weiss Shang also going on to the softs. And a load of people coming into the pits. Down the inside he goes. It's soft versus medium tires. Who's going to get ahead of this battle? George gets the better traction against Jonah G, so he gets ahead. Can Jonah G dive one to the inside into the next corner? It looks like he won't be able to. Oh, somebody's gone off the track, and that is King, and no, that's Lewis. That is Lewis, who was going into podium places, has now lost part of his front wing and will have to pit most likely. And look at that, to the inside, Weiss Shang on the inside of King Enzo, and they've crashed. And Weiss Shang is spent spinning and drifting away, and the podium that looked certain for him here in this Austrian feature race seems to go as well. Lewis running in last place is now into the pits to fix his front wing and for a set of changed tires. Down the inside he goes. Wow, he almost cut that corner, and he doesn't get a great exit. That means that Leroy stays ahead of George, but look at the speed advantage that George has. He goes to the inside. They almost make some contact as well. George gonna go to the inside for the penultimate corner, and he gets ahead. He's gonna go around the outside. TRT Foss trying to take this podium away from King Enzo, and now we've got a virtual safety car because Lewis has crashed out of the final corner. Enzo and Foss, side by side. Foss has to go the long way around, but he can't make that move done just yet. But he switches to the inside for the next corner. They almost come together, but TRT Foss stays back. Coca-Cola 10 challenging for the victory now. Down the inside he goes, side by side with Avesta. He gets a great exit, but Avesta gets a better one and stays ahead. Side by side they go, King Enzo and TRT Foss goes side by side, but TRT Foss gets ahead. Oh, he's gone very, very wide. Coca-Cola 10, who is fighting for the victory, has now lost 1 and 2 places. He's got the slipstream. This is going to be such a crucial move. He's going to go down the inside on Avesta. This is for the lead of the race and possibly the victory. And he gets ahead. Wow, that was a super move. He's going to go the long way around against George. Round the outside goes Jonah G. He gets a great exit. They're side by side through the next corner. Who's going to get ahead of this battle, I wonder? Side by side, Jonah G's got the inside, and now he's got the plays. As they emerge into view, he doesn't have the place. He punches in wide. George goes off the track, and Jonah G gets ahead finally. He's going to dive it down the inside. Well, he doesn't need to dive it down the inside because he's got the place before the corner. George gets back ahead of Jonah. Oh, he's lost it. Jonah G almost crashes into him and almost loses his front wing. But Jonah G gets back ahead of George. This is a super battle near the end of this race. Only 1.5 laps left. How much action are we going to get from now until the checkered flag? He loses the rear, but that is not enough for George to close up. Or is it? Because look at the speed advantage that George has. He's going to dive it down the inside. Big lockup on the front right, but he gets back ahead of Jonah G. This is a super battle. Rounding the final corner, he won the sprint race. He wins the feature race. He makes it 2 in Austria. What a super drive from TRT Foss today. Starting from A. Weisheng takes second, then comes Avesta, then comes King Enzo. IYG Sender comes next, and Jonah G has crashed out of the final corner on the final lap. What a race that was. Denny Boy, in his return, comes home 7th and gets some good points for Alfa Romeo. Driver of the day goes to IYG Sender. What a race from him. As they all come out on the podium, this is the race that matters the most. But TRT Foss made the most of both races, taking victory in the sprint race and in the feature race. It was a super weekend for him. TRT Foss wins from Weisheng, then comes Avesta, then King Enzo. Don't know why his name is not there. Maybe it might be a glitch with the game. IYG Sender takes 5th, then comes George, then Denny Boy in his return, then comes Leroy, then the McLaren, then the Alfa Romeo of Jonah G, who crashed on the final lap.